Hey, how you doing today? I am Taquila Coleman. In today's video, I'm going to answer another question from our Community for God Ordained Spouse Facebook group. Now, before I jump into the Q&A, I want to remind everyone of our How to Write a Book program that is kicking off next month. Okay, many of you have asked when is the next book class, and the next book class is next month in June. Okay, so if you would like to learn how to write, publish, and become an Amazon best-selling author, you just want to head over to godordainedmarriages.com/book class and sign up. I'm going to give you I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna take you through my exact process on, what I use that has helped me to publish 10 books. Okay. So again, head over to godordainedmarriages.com/book class and sign up today. All right. Now, here's the question we're going to answer today. Why do prodigals choose judgment? My spouse told me he's okay with the consequences he would have to face. So I wouldn't necessarily say that prodigals choose judgment. It has everything to do with the wages of sin is death. It has everything to do with the God of this world has blinded the minds of unbelievers. And as a result of this blindness now coming upon, prodigals, they're blind. It's a veil that's affected their mind and their heart. Okay. And I want to show you scripture. So let's go to Second Corinthians chapter 4, and we're going to read verse 3 and 4. It say, and even if our gospel is veiled, it is veiled to those who are perishing. The God of this age has blinded the minds of unbelievers so that they cannot see the light of the gospel that displays the glory of Christ, who is the image of God. So again, the wages of sin is death. And let me show you this other scripture in Jeremiah chapter 17, verses 5 and 6. It say, cursed is the man who trusts in man and makes flesh his strength, whose heart turns away from the Lord. He is like a shrub in the desert and shall not see any good come. So this is what's going on in prodigal. If you are wondering why my prodigal choosing judgment, why my prodigal hasn't identified me as their God ordained future husband or wife, it's because of this scripture I just read in Jeremiah 17. It say, curse is the man who trusts in man and make flesh his strength, whose heart turns away from the Lord. When your prodigal put their trust in man, they put their strength, in man, their heart turns away from the Lord. It say, because of this curse the individual is up under, this person will not see good when it comes. This person won't even see the opportunities that the Lord is sending their way because they are up under a curse. There's a spiritual blindness has taken place. There's a veil that is affecting this individual's mind and heart. Okay. And I looked up mind when it was talking about the blindness you know, um, that blinds the mind. I looked up mind in the concordance, and it's referring to the thought, the perception, the thinking, right? And as you go deep into this blindness, this veil is affecting their senses. It's affecting their understanding. It's affecting their discernment. This is why you are seeing what you are seeing in your person because they are up under a curse. There's a spiritual blindness has taken place. This blindness has affected their mind and their heart, right? Their heart is hardened, okay? And it won't allow love in, okay? And also understand this about the spiritual veil. The veil is removed by God, okay? So it's not that prodigals are choosing judgment. My people perish for a lack of knowledge. Prodigals perish for a lack of knowledge. Okay. And then I'm going back to your question. You said my spouse told me he's okay with the consequences he would have to face. He probably said that because he's probably now aware of his actions and he know he's going to have to face some consequences in the future. That's probably why he said that. Okay, but in the moment when he was, reaping the curses, right? he was blinded. He was unable to see. Okay, there was some spiritual manipulation going on. Okay, and like I said, he was blinded by the enemy because you know of the knowledge he didn't have or know about God. Okay, so that's my answer. I don't believe prodigals choose judgment. I just believe, we don't know what we don't know, majority of the time. And sometimes we do know the right thing to do, but yet we still want our way, and sometimes God has to allow us to bump our heads a few times, so that we begin to get an understanding. Okay, my way of doing things, it doesn't work. Is leading me and getting me this results, right? So God, he will allow us to bump our head a few times, and he will allow us in our free will to turn away from that, our own free will, and embrace his will. Okay. But that's my answer. I don't think prodigals choose judgment. They are spiritually blind. There's a veil that has come upon their eyes. It's affecting their eyes and their heart. And as a result, that's why they are facing judgment. Okay. So with that, I am Taquila Coleman. I'll talk to you real soon. Take care.